Hey everyone, we are Team Macro Hard, and today we'll be presenting our project Cosint. My name is Mir Anand, and I'm the first person presenting for this project. Ivan?
Hi, I'm Ivan. I'll be going over the REST API portion of this application, and I'll be passing it off to Sam.
Hey, I'm Sam. I worked on integrating the REST API in the front end, and I'll pass it on to Chetan.
Hey, I'm Chetan, and I worked on the front end and quick fixes and bugs all around the code. And I'll be passing it off to Mare to go ahead and start us off with an elevator pitch.
Thanks, John. Okay, so let's talk about the context and why we even created Cosint. As you know, the cooperation process or the co-op process, while it's really essential for students, is riddled with inefficiencies. Students often struggle to find the opportunities that's really tailored to their best interest or even their majors. And recruiters face challenges similarly, filtering through large application pools, and schools needed to find better tools to support their students and to streamline the process in general. With Cosint, however, we're addressing these pain points. Our platform is designed to be intuitive, data-driven, and impactful. It offers students personalized notifications and tools for managing these applications. It gives those recruiters streamlined filtering options and equips the advisors with the analytics to help their students really succeed. Our team collaborated closely, leveraging our skills from what we learned in our database class, which is database design, front-end development, and API integration to bring this version of to life. I'm thrilled to show you what we've built, and let's get started. Ivan?
So first, we'll be going over some of the more crucial routes of the fundamental pillars of our application. So first, we'll look at positions with a get route that searches for positions by company. So as you can see in the get route, it takes a parameter name, which is the name of the company, and it runs a query by joining the positions and companies table on the fact that the company ID in the position is equal to the company ID in the company table. And what it does is it basically looks for the company name for a partial match inside of the company table that matches its name. So next we'll move on to students. So in the students route, you can look for students based off of their name or their email. As you can see in this route, it takes a parameter res. And what it does is it'll select all user information from where the parameter matches either the name or the email partially. So next we'll move on to the advisor routes. So for students, a key functionality is for them to be able to search for their advisors by the advisor's ID. So in this get route, you can see that as it takes in an ID, it selects all information from users where the company ID is null, the advisor ID is null, and the student ID is null. The reason for this is because it needs, for an advisor, they cannot be affiliated with a company, so therefore that's null. The advisor cannot have an advisor themselves, so that's null, and they're not a student, which is also null. So next we'll move on to the employer routes. So one key functionality for students as well is to search for employers by name. And so what it does, it'll take this name and it'll select all the information from users as well as the company names by joining the company and the users on the fact that the user's company ID is equal to the ID of the company, where the name of the employer matches the user's name. And I'll be passing it off to Sam.
Yeah, so I also worked besides integration. I also worked on trying to create some of the more complex routes that had to do with bridge tables. The post route for applications is a perfect example as it shows how we leverage using two different SQL queries to create a complete application and link it to the user. So our first query here inserts the actual application and its data into the applications table, while our second query uses a bridge table called application bookmark to link the application ID to the user ID. And we could actually see this functionality being used in the application editor. And the application editor is maybe our largest front end accomplishment because we had to use so many different queries to get the intricate data that we needed, such as relevant coursework data that shows employers what relevant coursework that the student might have taken. I'll pass it off to Chetan to go over the front end.
Thank you, Sam. So we're gonna go over our four main roles, and as you can see right here, we have a quick little login page to help streamline the process. You could demo each user and go ahead and jump in yourself later to see what you like. Starting off with Joe, a co-op advisor, we can see the two most important features for an advisor are probably going to be the student search page and the employer search page. So hopping in the student search page, we're going to go ahead and try and look for a student by just typing in the letter of their first name or the last name. So here we have Jane Smith and Samuel Green, and you could see their major, their year, their name, and quick contact information if anything is needed. Then we're going to hop over to employers, and we're going to be able to see that if we type in the company name, we're going to go with Grape. We can go ahead and get the name of an employer who works at Grape, and we can get his contact information, his job, and we can do the information as well. So we're going to log out here. We're going to go ahead and hop in as a employer, Peter Burke. Peter is probably most interested in viewing applications and making positions. So for Peter, we're going to see an application for a position that he's already posted called team manager. And we can see that we have a student here with a 3.5 GPA. They've answered our questions. They have some work experience, some relevant coursework, some notable skills, and they have a user reference. All this was pretty skillfully done by our API, and it can easily give us multiple applications for multiple positions. Now we're going to look at our post position opening tab with our handy dandy sidebar, and we're going to go ahead and type in a quick little street address, a city, country, um, whatever we want. We'll make a job, however you want to do it. We have to make sure we put in a real salary to make sure that it functions. And $10 a year will do. So we're going to submit this, and wow, we have the position opening. So we're going to log out here, and we're going to try and view this position opening as a student. Mark Fontenot, student at Northeastern University. Mark's going to go ahead and look at positioning openings, and he's going to type in, I believe Grape, Greip is the company this time. We're going to see, there we go, job. Here is the position opening. We can see the location, the salary, the ID number, and we're going to use that ID number to actually apply in the Create Application tab. We're going to go ahead and hop in there. We're going to use 3 as our position ID. And boom, here we go. The question is, how do we feel? We feel great. And our GPA is looking great, 4.0. Go ahead and apply there. And now that we have this application, you can see at the bottom to add work experience, skills, and coursework, we actually have to go back to the applications page, and we have to edit the application here to add some more important information. And you can see this with this nice thorough front end we have. You can add each thing individually. You can add multiple versions of work experience, coursework, notable skills, whatever you feel like. And there's a lot you can do with this. You can add multiple skills, you can add no skills, but really it leaves it up to the user to do whatever they feel like. So Mark's got the best course, CS3000 here. Now we're going to log out, and we're going to be an admin. We're going to be Jordan, our system administrator. Jordan can view help tickets, he can view login stats, and he can run queries in SQL to fix whatever he needs on the database. So Jordan's going to go ahead and view a help ticket for us. He's going to just search to find the only help ticket in the system right now. Jane Smith system upgrade issue. John Doe was assigned to it, but Jordan might help him out. And last thing we're going to do is go ahead and check out the profile feature that each user gets in the top left of their sidebar, where we can see Jordan right here, Jordan Michael, Wizards player. He has his pronouns, his preferred name, age, email, phone number, everything. And we can go ahead and edit that profile nice and easily. And there's no real struggle. Type in whatever you want. It gives you information you already have. And boom. And that's the front end quickly. So we're going to pass it on to Mayor to take us out.
Thanks, Sujan. So in summary, Cosint is more than just a tool. It's a solution designed to simplify and enhance the co-op experience for students, recruiters, and especially advisors. By combining a robust database, user-friendly front end, and powerful analytics, we've created a platform that bridges the gap between education and opportunity. We're excited for the impact Cosint can make and look forward for the future enhancements as we continue to refine and expand its capabilities. Ivan?
We've made the video and project repo publicly accessible. Please check the README file for detailed setup instructions and the link to this video. Thank you guys for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach us out. Our contact information will be in the GitHub.